If you find out what someone cares about the most in their life and what they're willing to fight for, you've got more information than probably anyone knows about that person as far as motivation goes on the planet. Because now you're motivating them, you're learning what makes them tick, you're opening up the machine and you're looking at how the machine works. You know what most coaches do that I've found? Most coaches are not world class because the machine doesn't work and they're beating on the machine. They're pounding on there, kicking the machine, going, be motivated, machine. Don't you see Mike Hinsvark? Guy's in a presidential suite. Look at him. He's got the ring. What's wrong with you? Come on, don't you get it? Go to the meeting. Go to the national convention. What do you mean it costs too much money? What's going on here? What's happening? What do you mean you can't recruit anyone? People are quitting on you. Get back in the game. That's what most coaches do. But they're beating on the machine. Here's what the world class do. Now watch this. These are your 6- and 7-figure coaches, like some people in this room. They don't beat on the machine. They don't beat on the machine. They uncover the machine. They take it apart and they go, oh, look at this. I didn't know this wire was over here. Ah, no wonder he does that. Okay, look at this wire over here. Oh, okay, now I understand what this person cares about. Now I understand what she'll fight for. Now I can coach to those two things. See, we don't just coach techniques and mental toughness. We coach to the way the performer is wired, the way they think. We don't coach and say, here's our coaching stuff. We don't do that. We find out how they're wired and then we talk their language. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example. We have a lot of salespeople, thousands of them come through our mental toughness program in corporate America every year, and they do the follow-up program like we were going to do with you guys and that kind of thing. And so one of the first things I think about is, I talk about with them, is finding out, I want to know what the most important thing is in the world to them. So based on their age, a lot of them have little kids. How many people in this room have little kids, like under 15? Okay, or that's not little, I guess, under 10. So a fair amount of people. Okay. You already told us, you told the whole group you'd walk through fire. You'd go 1 in a million shot to save your kids, okay? Now, I'm just coming on as a mental toughness coach. We call this the mental toughness mercenary part of the program, all right? In other words, I'm not necessarily interested in evaluating what this performer wants or cares about. I'm not judging it. I don't judge it. I just want to know what it is. So I can use it as a lever to help this person get their vision, to help them get what they want for themselves and for their families. That's all I want to know. So if they say, my kids, man. People say, right, you guys with kids? My kids. I just love my kids. It's great. So I say, okay, let's talk about why you're doing this business. And I'll say the same thing to you guys. Why are you doing this business? Well, part of it probably, let's just say the emotional motivator in this case, is your children. Because you want opportunity for them maybe you didn't have. Like we've talked about before, this gentleman said on the side here, I want to dictate my income. How would you want your kids to be able to dictate their income? Yeah, who wouldn't, right? Go to work when they want to go to work. They want to go on vacation to Europe for a month? They go to vacation to Europe for a month, whatever. You want them to be able to go to college and not have to worry about the money or you're having student loans or whatever. Just to have a better life maybe than all of us have. Isn't that kind of a goal of a parent to make a better life for your kids in some way? That kind of thing. That's all I want to know. Okay, so once I find out the performer, this is what they really care about. Okay, I'm going to coach when it comes to motivation. I'm going to coach to that emotional motivator. So here's what happens. This used to happen in my office all the time when I coach people one-on-one, which I don't do anymore. But people would call the office, great performers. And I'd have their vision. They'd have all their vision written out. And let's say they've have their exactly what they want, what motivates them in this vision. And I'll have you guys go through this exercise later today. Get on the phone, and it's a death call. In our office, they used to call it a death call. That means someone's ready to quit. They're just down. Everyone's gotten down in this room, right, at some point. They get down and they say, Steve, I really appreciate all your help. And geez, it's great and everything, but these last 2 years, but you know what? I'm just tired. I'm just tired. You ever get people in your group that are tired? I got kids, I got bills, I just don't have time to do them. How am I going to get, 10 new recruits a month? I just don't have the time, I don't have the money to do this. I got to work overtime at my job. Right? You've heard this before. Okay? So you got the same situation I had there. So here's what I would do. I pull out their vision that they've written on paper. All the time, it's exactly what I'd say. This is kind of a joke in our office. They'd say, I just want to quit. I really appreciate your help, but geez, thanks a lot, but I'm just tired now. I'm just going to fade away a little bit. Maybe I'll come back later. say, okay, no problem, John. Hey, before you hang up, and they're all excited because I don't beat them up. You know, I'm not mentally going after them. Oh, okay, yeah. I say, can you hold on for a second? Just 1 second, I'll let you go. Sure, I'll hold on. I open up my file drawer. In the file drawer, I've got this guy's vision. This is what he wants. Inside this vision, he's talking about his kids because that was his highest emotional motivator, more than anything else. So I get back on the phone, and I say, John, before I let you go, and it's no problem, I understand you want to quit because it is hard going world class. I get that. It's not easy ascending to this level. I know that. It's tough. I don't blame you for being tired. No problem. But before you go, I just have one question for you. I've got you. He goes, yeah, sure. What is it, Steve? Anything. I'm looking at the vision that you wrote 2 years ago. I just pulled it out of my file drawer. I'm reading from your vision. I've got it in my hands, John. You said in this vision, the white moment, which is the moment of the highest emotional excitement in a vision, when someone is the most charged up. Maybe it's for you, it's being on stage in Vegas or Orlando or your national convention, whatever. I don't know what it is. It's when they're charged the most. I had this part of the vision, and we call it the white moment. So I said, John, your white moment in this vision that you wrote 2 years ago, and you wrote it and gave it to me. I didn't write it. You wrote it. Dead silence. I said, just one question before we hang up, and you quit. You know it's coming, don't you? When you said you were going to build this business because you wanted your kids to realize that this is the greatest country in the, and I'm reading right from your vision, John. I'm not saying this, not paraphrasing. I'm reading it. You said this is the greatest country in the world, and I want my kids to understand that your opportunity is endless, that the middle class are wrong. I'm reading it right verbatim from your vision, John. You said the middle class are wrong, and I want the kids to know that, and if I get the business to this certain amount of revenue and get this much income, I'll feel as though I've proven it to my kids, and I can retire and go away happy knowing that they have seen me do what I'm talking about them doing, in the future. You wrote that, John. I know, because I'm reading it. Here's my question for you, and I'm going to hang up, and you'll never have to hear from me again. I'll never bother you. You'll never hear my voice again. Just answer me one question. Dead silent. Now he's not saying anything. When you said that about your kids, when you wrote that was the most important thing in the world, and that's why you were building this business for your children. Did you really mean that? Or were you just kind of kidding around? Dead silence on the phone. Right? I didn't kick the machine. I didn't go, what are you doing? I didn't do that. I just reached into this guy's heart, right? And his chest, and I just squeezed his heart because it was all here. This is not me. This isn't Steve Siebold's philosophy. This is John's. He wrote it, not me. He doesn't care about what I care about. He's not going to fight for me. He's going to fight for his vision. I'm just reminding him of it. So I'm gently squeezing his heart, just a little bit. I'm not hurting him. Just easy. Yet. I'm just touching him, just a little bit. And now I just asked him one question, and I know his heart is racing. Because I've just gone right after what he cares about the most in the world. And of course, he'll wait. He gets choked up. They always got choked up. That's what we call the death call. In the office, staff always knew about it. Death call. Usually here's what they'd say back. This happened almost every day with someone. Yeah, Steve, you think I would tell you? You think I just wrote that? You think I told anyone in the world that except you and my wife? You think I just put that down as a joke? I mean, I was kidding around about my kids. You think I would really do that, Steve? I mean, come on. You know me better than that. Blah, 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 blah. He's killing me. Blah, 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 blah. Don't say anything. Think about doing this as a coach now. This works very, very well. I said, John, well, if you really meant it. He goes, I meant it, Steve. I'm telling you. You're insulting me now. Okay. Well, here's what I don't get, John. Something's not adding up for me, because I believe you. I believe you really mean this. Here's what's not adding up. Why are you calling me? Why are we having this conversation? Why are you telling me you're going to quit? Because something's incongruent here. You say you want this for your kids. You tell me it's the most important thing in the world, yet you're wasting my time calling me up saying, I'm going to quit, I'm tired, I don't have time. Make me understand, John. Make me understand. And then they usually call me a few names I won't say on stage, but a couple expletives here and there. They hang up and then call me back later and go, okay, Siebold, you got me. You got me. And I go, I didn't get you. Let's be clear. I didn't get you. All I did was read what you wrote. My job as a mental toughness coach, and I'm thinking about this for you, is to keep you congruent. You say you want this. But you're only willing to do this. My job is to remind you that it's going to take this much effort to get this much result.